welcome to round 2 of standard PTQ. We would like to go first. We are using black-white zombies. And this hand is really not very good. It just doesn't really do much. I mean, it's not a bad hand, it's just very reactive. Because it's got grasp, I'm tempted to keep it, but if they're control, then I just don't feel like we put any amount of pressure on. I'm going to mulligan. I think it's tricky because we've got stuff we can do. No, mulligan. And this is better. Well, it's not that great, but I think we keep because we have a Cryptbreaker. Hand is very slow and very awkward now because of the mana, but we'll keep. Bottom the Dark Salvation, as we want to draw land, I think, to be able to cast Gideon, be able to cast Grasp of Darkness. Ooh. Potential mirror. Or maybe they're just more sensible than us playing black-white zombies. We can pitch our uncastable cards. No, Mardu. Mardu. It's frustrating because I probably should have kept the Dark Salvation, but the need to draw land is very real. I'd even take a Plains at this point. Well, that did not work out. Annoyingly, I wish I kept the first hand now, as, yeah, the first hand was probably fine. It's just frustrating. Like, against this deck, it would have been absolutely fine, that hand. I think we just have to accept we're going to take a bit of a beating. If they attack, then we'll pitch a Grasp of Darkness to make a blocker, and then trade with a Veteran Motorist. I'm not sure they'll be that silly as to attack into a Cryptbreaker. They might. Okay. Playing super defensively because we don't have anything else to cast. It might excuse me. It might not be correct to block, but I'd rather not take damage. Yeah, and even if we hadn't blocked there, we'd have taken some damage and we'd lose Cryptbreaker anyway. So it's not ideal. Oh, okay, sweet. So I'm happy to run out a Colossus. Generally speaking, it's better to run out Colossus and then a Lord in that order because you will get a trigger potentially. Gideon. That's unfortunate. Ooh. I think I'm just going to go double Colossus and try and overwhelm them. Could try double Lord. If we go with Lord, he has to block. But I like this because we can then start making just multiple zombies. Which is really good for us. Definitely going to attack Gideon, force him to use up his Knight token or let Gideon take some damage. The other option there is to play the Lord and then he kind of has to chump with the token if he wants to keep Gideon alive, because we'll be swinging with a 4/4 Colossus. But I prefer just building up all these zombies. Also, this play just stacks up more damage long term, because okay, you trade in a little bit of potential damage now, only attacking for 3 power instead of 4, but you're getting more bodies on the table, which then increases the damage you're doing when you start playing a Lord, if you do it the other order. And also, we're pretty certain he's chumping at that point anyway to protect Gideon. So a Glorybringer here would not be great. So yeah, as we're pretty sure he's going to chump, it's just there's no point getting extra power early. Okay, that's an interesting draw, but I think we want to use our mana more effectively. And also, we play the Lord of the Accursed, and he's got a removal spell. It means Gideon is more likely to die. I mean, if he's got double removal spell, then that's not great. We're going to get 2 zombies out of this as well. Could just go for the face, and he'll take 7 damage. But I think I'd just rather attack Gideon. He chumps with one and he kills the other one, which means Gideon probably won't die, but that's fine. He'll die next turn. He could. Oh, I don't know. He could wake up Shambling Vent actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then cast something. So might have just walked into a Shambling Vent and double block. But oh no, no. Oh, Avacyn. Yeah, I managed to figure out they might have Glorybringer, but not an Avacyn, so that's a bit awkward. Yeah, so Gideon's not even going to die. And we lose a creature here. But it means he can't emblem without having to play another Gideon. Avacyn flipping is a problem, but not if we play another Lord. Or if we get a land for Gideon and then emblem. Then we can just attack into Avacyn, it doesn't matter. Sadly, they're taking a boatload of damage. So I can't really block the Night Ally, because Avacyn will flip on upkeep and kill too much stuff. I'm not going to chump with Gideon, we just have to accept we're getting beaten. Right in the face. Yeah, Heart of Kieran is irritating. Wish I blocked the Knight now. Yeah, that's really rough. We need removal now, otherwise we lose. Still have a Diregraf though. That was a good play from our opponent there. Yes, yes, yes. Oh look, we have a Gideon. Oh no, we don't have a Diregraf. Obviously the Lord kept it alive. Gonna take a lot of damage. Could play Gideon, make a 2/2. Frustrating thing about Avacyn is even if I knew they were doing it and didn't attack, it didn't change anything of what we did except playing the second Lord. That should have been what I did. Oh well. That's good to know. I don't think we can do anything about this. Avacyn hits us for 6 and we lose. The only thing we can do is try and gain 2, but then they hit us for 2 with their own Shambling Vents, so we still lose. There's no point dragging this out. Yeah, if I double ordered there, then that would have kept us alive, but that's my own fault for not figuring out Avacyn. So we want Liliana because it's good against all their 1-drop creatures and Veteran Motorist. I want Push as a way to kill Heart of Kieran. I want Grasp of Darkness as a way to kill Avacyn. Or Glorybringer. So we'll bring in Grasps. I don't really like Gideon against them. I don't think it does enough. They tend to bring in Planeswalkers against us, so we'll take this Anguished Unmaking as well. We shall remove 2 Binding Mummy. Binding Mummy is really good, but I just don't think it does enough against them. They don't play that many creatures, and they do play a lot of creatures actually. Do we want Binding Mummy? No, we'll take out Binding Mummy. 1 Diregraf Colossus because they're so heavy on removal, which is bringing in more removal. So we can just kind of fight through what they play. Binding Mummy is good, but you kind of just want to put them off of like crewing their vehicles and stuff with Fatal Push, rather than just tapping their stuff down so they can't block. We'll keep this. This is pretty reasonable. And this is what we want to be doing when we're on the play. It's just playing lots of 1-drops and just being quicker than them. Fully expecting them to board into Planeswalkers and just try and grind out games that way. Liliana's a good thing to put in, but for our point of view, but because it kills all their creatures and stuff. But as I say, because they do that whole okay, so Planeswalker thing, I think maybe they board out some of those weaker creatures perhaps. So not necessarily gonna want to risk that now. We're going to play Wayward Servant as that uses our mana much more efficiently and also just sets up drains for future turns. You could play Dread Wanderer and hold up Push, but they might not even play anything on turn 2. They've got plenty of tap lands, and if they just play Heart of Kieran and pass, then there's just no real. You haven't really gained anything. Okay, Veteran Motorist is cool. I'd like a Dark Salvation here, just to get rid of that. It's the nicest answer to this card. And save a Fatal Push for a Heart of Kieran. So if I play that, play the Lord. I think so. If I play Lord, he just hits everything that we have there. So I think we're just going to go Fatal Push. Play a Dread Wanderer. And just swing in for some damage. And just try that. Get a Lord going next turn. Hopefully we can just get under anything particularly controlling. I mean, if they play something like the Caravan here, or another creature, it's not ideal. Oh, that's great. So they probably have Push, but I mean this thing can't block, so it's almost completely irrelevant. So we just throw this Concealed Courtyard down, play a Lord of the Accursed. So they have the option here to kill the Wayward Servant with a Fatal Push, stop the drain, which is fine. It's annoying, but it means they're not Fatal Pushing a Lord of the Accursed or whatever. Not that they can do that very cleanly. And we're still like hitting them for 6 damage here, so we just have to kind of keep putting this pressure on. So unless they do something about this, we have lethal damage. A Planeswalker here would be frustrating. He's going to swing in with a Scrounger, I imagine. There's no point not, unless he wants to keep some out. Yeah, no. So you can creep up on in response if I kill it. Yeah. No point not swinging with the Scroungers when you've got them there, because it's not like I'm gonna block. Okay, so if we give all our zombies Menace, we still have mana for Concealed Courtyard, and if we do that, then we stop them from blocking with the Heart of Kieran. We can still cast Diregraf Colossus post combat. Basically, so do we get blown out by Avacyn? If they play Avacyn now, and then what can they do? They could play Avacyn. They haven't got enough mana to then do anything else. So, just thinking if they sweep the team again with Avacyn, I don't think there's anything that we have to necessarily worry about in that regard. Well, see what you got. Yeah, we just need him to. We just need one creature to get through at this point. I don't really understand what they can do. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty sweet. So yeah, on the play, deck did exactly what we want to do, which is just play creatures, swing in. Let's begin. So I'm not sure if Liliana is worth bringing in, because it does kill certain things. But oh no, they did have Veteran Motorists. Yeah, we pushed. Yeah, okay. So Liliana's great then. We still want the Fatal Pushes, and we still want Anguished Unmakings, because that's how we lose. On the draw, however, as good as Dread Wanderer is, we can't rely as much on the just 1-drop, 2-drop, smash. So taking out 4 Dread Wanderers, keeping all the removal in, and as we've taken out quite a substantial amount of zombies, we could potentially take out more Diregraf Colossus. I'm going to definitely put in an Ob Nixilis. I think what removal. 1 Gideon. I think the removal is just going to be better. We just need to stay alive against them curving out aggressively if they are playing off to an aggressive start, and just try and control the game with Planeswalkers. Probably want more Gideons, and I don't know if Declaration Stone is actually that great, but it does answer Avacyn once she's down, and it does also kill Scrapheap Scrounger, which is quite nice. Okay, so our opponent disconnected there, so they've lost a bit of time, and we have got this hand, which is a pretty comfortable keep. I've got 2 lands to be able to cast, 3 of the spells between Wayward Servant, Dark Salvation, and Grasp. So, given that we're on the draw, we've boarded out a lot of the boarded out 4 of our 1-drops. So we're not looking to, be super aggressive. But this hand is still really quite nice anyway. Wayward Servant into Lord is pretty sweet, and 2 removal spells to take care of anything they play early. So as I say, a pretty good keep. They've gone to 6, and so we shall see what happens. They bottom their card, and yeah, Courtyard and pass. Anguished Unmaking could be useful, provided we draw land. Scrounger. So, obviously playing a swamp. I think we can afford to take 3. We need to put some board presence down. I'm not going to block it. We're going to take 3. It's fine. See if there's something better for us to kill. Veteran Motorist is pretty sweet. Given that they're going to swing, it means we can then attack. Or actually not attack, because we'll keep the draw engine going. It's fine. Draw land though, so what else could we do? We could do Dark Salvation to get a zombie and kill a thing. We could Grasp and play Cryptbreaker, or we could Anguished Unmaking that. I feel like Dark Salvation's pretty good here. If they're playing Nahiri and exile Wayward Servant, if we've attacked with it, that's not great. So let's go with that's not great. Then in playing, we need to, as I said before, like just kill their stuff. So this is a nice sort of tempo-y kind of thing of like killing a motorist, getting a creature, draining them, so mitigating some of the life loss, and then just putting some pressure on. You've got 3 cards in hand. It's not great if they've got Nahiri. This is kind of playing to that, but just kind of hoping they haven't got it, which is a bit loose. But then just play Lord and not do anything. We're taking a bit of damage. I don't want to block here just yet. Still taking damage, but anyway. But I think we want to just keep three zombies going. Gideon's annoying. We can Anguished Unmaking that though, which is nice. So if we Anguished Unmaking, don't do anything else. Alternatively, we could grasp that token and then kill the Gideon. That's quite good. And then play Cryptbreaker. Yeah, I like that actually. I like that a lot. Because then it's a case of we've spent a grasp to get rid of Gideon, which feels pretty good. Yeah. Definitely have to get this Gideon off the table. Because again, it's not great we're taking more damage from this Scrapheap Scrounger, but we're just getting rid of more powerful cards, and using our life total is a bit of a resource to do so. This is kind of what this game turns into, which is why I wanted the zombie early, because having the board presence is important. Yeah, another Gideon's not great actually. Yeah. Come on, land. So I think we're at the point now where we have to start blocking. I want to get rid of this Gideon. I can't give them another Gideon. And then we'll tap or block and tap to draw cards. Missing a land drop is not great, but I don't want them to have this Gideon. Yeah, so we've gone to quite a low life total here. I'm just hoping now that this is just removing the stuff that he's been playing is just good enough to just kind of get through. Actually, you know what? I think we can take one more hit from this guy. Okay, it's a little bit awkward. I think we need to add this Lord in. Actually, no. I am concerned about Avacyn or Glorybringer, and I'd rather have Grasp up for a Glorybringer here. So we'll pass. Glorybringer is one of the big ways we lose. I definitely want to just fire this Grasp off to kill it. I don't know how likely it is that they are playing Glorybringer, given that given that they played Avacyn, but there we are. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to take. We take 5 damage. Trade with this token. That's quite good for Liliana's Mastery. Just can't afford to take damage. This is not great, but whatever. Avacyn, yeah, I kind of walked into this. Should have waited. But that's fine. Because you know what we get to do now. That 2 damage could just be really, really bad. Glorybringer would suck. I have 1 card, no man lands, 2 cards. I don't think there's any real difference in going to 1. So we'll uptick Ob Nixilis. So we can go to 1, and then we can use that to kill something later. Definitely play a land. Gideon just makes a token. We could actually attack with a Shambling Vent, which would be 1, 2, cost us 4 mana. I have 2 mana left. No. I think 2, 3, 4. We just need blockers. Again, we lose to Flying Haste. We just lose to Flying Haste, but we just play Mastery and just fingers crossed. We also lose to Scrapheap Scrounger and Unlicensed Disintegration. I mean, if they've got that, they've got it. I mean, like, it's kind of like the Glorybringer. I mean, they need that top deck. They need that. Yeah, they need that top deck, and if they've got it, then it just works out for them. Obviously, because I lose if I do not. Kind of want to gain 2 life. 1, 2, 3. That's 4, and then I can play a Lord. Just get me away from losing to that play that I mentioned of. play Gideon, make a chumper, play Lord of the Accursed. If I do that, then I just have more blockers. Play Gideon. I'm going to do this, and then a Lord. 2 creatures to chump with, chump a Scrapheap Scrounger with. And then what we can do is, not Avacyn. Yeah. This way we can swing in with a life linking Scrapheap Scrounger. And go to 4, gain 4 life. Although the other thing was just more damage. No, that was so sick. I should have just played the Liliana's Mastery, because that would have been 3 zombies, 3/4/4s, and then play a Lord, and then that's 15 damage, 6 to 17 with a lethal Shambling Vents. Which was really silly. So the reason I did this is to emblem that and then go in, but then that's, if I go 5, 4 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. I would rather, as I'm not going to kill our opponent now because I'm an idiot, creatures I control get +1/+1. Yeah, I should just play double Liliana's Mastery. Oh, if I lose this now, then that's so bad. So our opponent should be dead. That'll be entirely my own fault. Ob Nixilis is definitely killing this. I go 1, 2, 3 with that. 1, 2, 3. That'll be a 3/3, so I gain 4 life. So still lose to a Glorybringer. So bad. Whereas if he plays Artifact, Unlicensed Disintegration, this gets around that. Now that I've done this, I feel like I should commit to it. We've got 9 power here. Conduct Salvation for a blocker. Or if they have anything hasty on the ground, like a Fleet Wheel Cruiser. Just don't think that's going to be a thing. So 7 turns into 9, and then that's lethal next turn. I'm going to push my land. Got Gideon as well. It's pretty rough. If we have a blocker. I've made such a meal out of this. I can't really believe it. No, not Glorybringer, not Glorybringer. If I've okay. This is so silly. Definitely play that. definitely uptick this. Yeah. Oh, can't believe I just threw this game away. Threw this game away. Yeah, no, I should just double Liliana. I didn't deserve to win that. That's so bad. I'll try not to tilt too hard about that.